Well, it's time now for our Sunday specials. For Riverine communities in Nigeria, the last 2 months have been filled with pain and loss. Described as the most devastating flood experienced in Nigeria because of its reach and devastating effects on lives and livelihood, the good news is that the floods seem to be receding. Correspondent Sarah Ayeku has details of what people are up to in picking up the pieces as the floods recede.
While state governments and ministries work on a comprehensive plan of action for preventing flood disaster in Nigeria, communities along the rivers Niger and Benue are counting their losses, picking the pieces of their belongings left by the floods, and waiting for dry season farming. Perhaps the yield this year will make up for the loss caused by the flood. Patigi, a riverine community in Kwara State, is a 4-hour drive from Ilorin, the Kwara State capital. The journey to this ancient town is difficult because of the bad roads. This consequently shuts communities under this local government out from any kind of development. A 2-minute drive from the Etsu Patigi's palace, which is the center of the town, shows the devastation is closer to home than expected.
There's an increase in poverty all year round because the common man always rely on his farm or to feed his family or go to the fishing to get what to take to feed his family. But this current issue of this flooding annually disrupt the life standard of people. We want a solution that could be a permanent solution to this problem. Because when the Kainji or the Shiroro dams are overfilled with water, I think there's a way government should do so that those waters could be released a gradual process so that it will reduce the effects of these disasters.
This was Baradogi 3 weeks ago. Houses and farmlands submerged in the floods. Children displaced from their homes and schools. Mothers and fathers with no access to health care. Close to a month after, education and health care is still inaccessible. The health facility in this community is non-existent. Even for smart farmers who built fences to keep the flood waters out, their rice fields were destroyed. A canoe is still on hand in case of an emergency. Although the floods are receding, rice farmers have turned their attention to planting cassava. Hopefully, that will stop them from starving.
About 21 days ago, the entire place we are now was flooded. Nobody can trek to as far as to the nearby village, Baradogi.
In Kwara State, out of the 7 persons confirmed dead in 2022 floods, 1 is the brother of the Sirki Hausa of Baradogi.
But they lose somebody to death. The man drowned in the river. He said the man is a brother to him. Junior brother to him.
Yana fitowa daga ketare ne zai zo gida. Shine sai Allah kawo mishi jirgin sai ya nuci.
He said he's from the other part coming down here when there was wind blowing, then the boat capsized and then he drowned.
Ko da an nemi gudunmuwa ba a samu ba.
And they looked for help. They could not get any help that time because everybody was running away from the wind.
He mourns the loss of his brother. He tells me if the government had provided permanent shelters upland, they would have moved.
Inshallah,
he said yes.
I did not worry about what you're doing.
wannan duk ai da can da nan Allah ka ci da kowa.
said that that place and this place is only God that is feeding everybody. But they will use that place for permanency, and then they will be coming here for fishing.
It's time for the day's meal, and the children are gathering, waiting patiently to get a share of whatever is in the pot. This is the life they have to live since they are resettling back into the community.
You got the partition is Jibago, as about where you buy gun. When about and they are door, guys, near Nama, oh, near Naja, near Naja. When but in the choose, you know, she go, I be and the pata, you know, Ugasa. Boncho, is there was school, what is so cool about duty, Tamakuba Goma, woman. I like Beabono. You got Bojidoba. You got a debauchery, Ficho, you got Sergeant, no go wishing Sinana years if you are born. The man Yabato imagine them. And you wabi Babena down, a wabi Babella government, and oh. But no, can't get your say you. Ija, you can't tell no more a winner, so call that 2 lie, I said you want. Ijiboji. Ibede no fia. To no so kana ga ji aja no ja. When no tanki na tafito no. We da no fia ogu. Kasando kwata won agugo no oguziki. Tema ko na je igwagwa na da ko tuke de. This is Jangabio.
It's now that the water is going back and the rain has more or less stopped, that they are coming in small now.
He said they received one. As a babala take a bit, I go to Buba. Okay. Wasn't come back no way. A man's Kuluwa is that. Okay. He said they were informed of the incoming flooding. But even he says Rowaness to Patigi gave them paper twice, warning them of the coming of the flood. But today, even if they said they should move, why are they moving to? Not that they were not prepared to obey me as a directive, but why are they moving to? They have nowhere to move to. And that is why many of them stayed. Okay. And many who went now, they went because they have some minor relations over there. Yeah. So what the Sadhu, the head, is saying is that what they want principally now is that you give them sight.
We took one of these dangerous boats across the River Niger to see some communities affected by the flood, with thoughts of the many boats that capsized and the people that died as a result of these rickety boats.
No fewer than 7 persons have been confirmed dead as a result of these floods. Residents here say this is the worst they have seen in a decade. Although they are returning to their communities slowly, gradually, they're expecting that activities will pick up. They're also looking forward to the government's intervention, which is provide a permanent solution to this crisis.
With this boat, the Chapa of Ella takes us to his community, although he couldn't speak with us there because the place wasn't comfortable enough.
Of course, have scattered to nearby villages, most especially the Patigi. Some of us are located there. So we need help, assistance from the government so that he can locate us to a permanent place so that we can have our area to be where we can be practicing our occupation, that is fishing. But right now, even fishing itself is a problem. We don't have fish like before. So most of us resorted into farming. This dry season farming is our main occupation now. So if government will assist us and relocate us to a permanent place where they will build houses for us, we will be happy.
For the women, if there is a disease outbreak, there is no standard health center or medical officer that can attend to the people.
You made your kafa, the kafa, Yedia, Rumalato, Angi, you could Tonu Otomaja, Twengagi, Media, Tonu Otomaja, Twengi Cheese, Twenu 50 Madia, the was of Quadi, Tomako, Nabi Mamado, ever Sulilayo, Adia Jim Tomako, Imadeto Asibitia, Adia Tomoso, where you are getting.
The government says it is doing its best, sensitizing residents along the Riverine communities to move upland to avoid disasters like this, but it also has an appeal for the federal government.
The most important thing at the moment, which we continue to push for, is the dredging of the River Niger. It's a major issue. Government continue to appeal to federal government to please prioritize the dredging of the River Niger, because until that is done, you continue to have that perennial flooding.
This is still the lot of the people as the flood recedes and they look forward to a return to normalcy. Sarah Ayeku, TVC News.